Hey, how's it going everybody? It's AJ here, and I'd like to welcome you all to a Grand Theft Auto 5 LSPDFR tutorial video. In this video, guys, I will be covering on how to get custom EUP backup peds to respond when requesting for them in Ultimate Backup. So basically, a lot of you guys in my videos have been asking me, hey AJ, how did you get an Ultimate Backup police officer to spawn with EUP uniforms? That is exactly what I want to be showing you here in this tutorial. I thought why not cover up that request, so we're going to do just that. Let's not waste any further time here. Let's go ahead and move on with the tutorial video. First few things that you are going to need before continuing with this tutorial is going to, you're going to need Rage plugin hook to begin with. This is definitely a given, so you will need this. You will need LSPD first response, of course. You will need EUP menu. You will need the emergency uniforms pack Law and Order 8.1, and you will also need the emergency uniforms pack Serve and Rescue 1.3. All of these 5 things will be linked down below in the description for you to download. Make sure you do this at your own time. I will not be covering this in my tutorial video. Alright, and once you've done all of that, you can go ahead and proceed with the tutorial. I'm pretty sure many of you guys have already done that anyway, so if you have, perfect. If you haven't, feel free to install those when you can. But otherwise, let's go ahead and start off with the first ever step of this tutorial, that being downloading Bijoijo's Ultimate Backup. What you want to do is go to the link in the description below and find this. This should be on step number 1. So go ahead and scroll all the way down on that page and click on the main download link. What you then want to do is you want to click on the green download button when it takes you to a mega link or wherever it takes you. Just click on download, and once you do that, it will download it in your saved files. And then once you do that, just go ahead and drag it over to your desktop. And once you drag it to your desktop, just kind of drag it in the corner over there. It kind of works, right? Once you do that, you can exit out of the mega link, and you can also leave Bijoijo's website. What you want to do next is go to the next link below and open up or download the LSPDFR EUP configurations 1.0.3. So go ahead and scroll down there, click on download this file, and then just kind of click there to download, and it will download for you. And then what you want to do is go ahead and take that RAR file and just drag it over to your desktop, just like that, underneath the Ultimate Backup one. And last but not least, you want to download something that I have uploaded for your guys' convenience, my default regions LSPDFR file. What you want to do is click on download. It should be on a MediaFire link right after the configurations one that you just downloaded. Go ahead and download that and delete this little ad because you don't want that. And then you want to go ahead and open that, or not open that, sorry, you want to drag that underneath your LSPDFR EUP. This way everything is organized for this tutorial, or at least for the first half of this tutorial. So now you can exit out of Chrome. You no longer need it. We can also exit out this one because it's no longer needed. And what you need to do now is go ahead and open up your Grand Theft Auto 5 directory, which I'll kind of guide you where that is. Where you actually want to go is you want to go to this PC. You want to go to Windows. You want to go to Program Files 86. You want to find Steam. You want to go to Steam Apps, you want to go to Common, Grand Theft Auto 5, and here you are in your game directory. So what you want to do is just kind of put this over to the left side over here, and kind of keep it like this. This way it's kind of convenient for you to kind of see everything. And what you want to now do is open up Ultimate Backup. Once you've opened up Ultimate Backup, perfect. What you want to do is you want to go to Ultimate Backup. And obviously what you want to do is you want to take this and you want to take this and just kind of drag and drop these two things into anywhere empty in the directory here. So you can see this little empty space that I'm dragging it to. Just kind of drag it over there. And once you do that, it will ask you, do you want to replace or skip the files? Just click replace the files in the destination. I have already done these, so I'm going to click skip these files, but you guys will click the replace the files in destination. So I'm going to click skip these files. Okay, and once you've done that, you can go ahead and exit out of the RAR file for Ultimate Backup. The next thing you want to do now is you want to install the LSPDFR EUP 1.0.3. So you will now open that up. And this one's also kind of easy too. So what you want to do is you want to just take this LSPDFR folder. Don't install this, but just take this folder and, like the last one, just drag and drop it right there. And they'll say, do you want to replace the 25 files or whatever? It may not say 25, it may say something different, but just click on replace the files in destination, or just have it do its thing. For me, I've already done this, so I'm going to go ahead and click on skip these files. And once you guys have done that, you can go ahead and leave this RAR file. You no longer need it anymore. And then you now want to go to this one, the last one, the customize default regions for LSPDFR EUP. Go ahead and open that up. And that will open up the default regions XML file that should be presented in front of you. What you're going to do is you're going to go to your directory now. You're going to want to go to plugins, right over here. You want to go to LSPDFR. And then you want to go into the Ultimate Backup folder. And you can kind of see these two kind of match hand in hand. So what you just want to do is just kind of do a little bit of the draggedy drop right into there, just like that, and click on replace file in destination. I too need to do that, so I had to do that as well. So that is it so far, and I'm just about to explain what you need to do next. Okay, so now what you want to do next is you want to open up your Grand Theft Auto 5 directory completely, and you want to make sure you are in the Ultimate Backup folder where we installed that default regions file. You want to make sure you're here because we're about to do something pretty crazy. So what you want to do now is you want to go ahead and open the custom regions file over here. Okay, and once you open that up, just go ahead and open it with Notepad++. I would definitely recommend you open this with Notepad++ because majority of the time what I'm going to be doing in this tutorial involves a lot of line numbers, and the only way you can see that is through either this software or Visual Studio, something where you can read the line numbers. So what you want to do now is open up Notepad++ and go to line number 13. So go ahead and click on line number 13. And this is where the custom region begins. This is what Bijo had set up in Ultimate Backup. We want to intend to remove this. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to the beginning of line 13, literally the very beginning of it. And what you want to do is you hold your left mouse button and just drag. Just keep going, keep on going. And you want to keep going until you hit line number 93. And make sure you reach the end of this arrow after where it says custom region, and what you want to do is just click delete. Once you do that, you will be presented with the empty line 13 between lines 12 and 14. You just want to click backspace, and it will now leave you with 19 total lines, the 19th line being empty, of course, and you just want to click save. This is all you have to do for custom regions. You can now exit out of that text file, and now all you have to do in this case is go in here, and you want to go ahead and launch using the Rage plugin hook. And whenever you do that, just quickly open it, and you guys will see my Rage plugin hook will begin to launch. What you want to do really quick is click on this little gear icon. I should have let Steam load. Make sure you let Steam load. I just woke up like not too long ago, so that's why my Steam isn't quite there yet. But go to plugins and make sure your EUP menu, your LSPD first response, are enabled. You want to make sure these are enabled, or you can just click on load on all plugins on startup. Then you just want to click save and launch, and it will launch the game for you. Okay, and once you have loaded into game, you can simply go to any area you'd like to go to. In this case, I'm going to go to Blaine County because my tutorial is based off of BCSO. So I will be in Blaine County testing this. What you want to do is first of all click F4, and this will open the Rage console thing. And what you want to do is type force duty and then click enter. What this will now do is it'll put you as a uniformed officer in LSPDFR. I'm going to click no on that because I know what I'm doing. And you just want to give everything a second to load, and then we'll continue on what's next. Alright, and now that everything has loaded, what you want to do now is open your EUP menu. My EUP menu key is F11. I believe that is the default EUP menu key. Don't count on me for that one, but That is the EUP menu. What you want to do is go into your character, and then what you want to go to now is go to EUP Law and Order, and then go down to the area that you're patrolling in, or the department that your area is patrolled by. So if you're in Los Santos, you want to do LSPD, but I'm in Blaine County, so I will do BCSO. And just choose any one of the 3 classes. I think I'll go with Class C. We'll also try Class B and A. But then once you do that, you can exit out of the EUP menu. And what you want to do now is open Ultimate Backup. And you want to request for a local patrol unit.
Assistance needed in Sandy Shores.
Copy that, dispatch. Animals on the loose.
Okay, and you can see a local patrol unit is on their way. And you can see that I'm having them drive a 2013 Chevrolet Tahoe in a BCSO uniform. So now when he arrives here, you will see that he is actually wearing one of the uniforms that is under the class, one of the 3 classes. If I go back to the EUP Law and Order and go to BCSO Class B, you will see that he's pretty much wearing the same thing, but he's got a hat. So that's actually one of the uniforms that he's wearing. If I request for another additional to respond,
Backup required in
just now,
Sandy Shores.
we'll hold backspace when it allows us to, because he's all the way over there struggling. Alright, and you will see he is actually wearing the BCSO Class A uniform. Anyways, this is the end of how to get EUP Backup to respond through Ultimate Backup. But what about customizing your EUP Backup to wear different kinds of things? What if you wanted your EUP Backup to spawn with other kind of custom equipment, or spawn with a variety of different vehicles? If you want to learn how to do that, then continue watching this video. What I mean by that necessarily is, let's say for example, if I go to my wardrobe and select my main BCSO uniform, it looks like this. You can tell I look absolutely unique compared to the guys behind me. Because I have a body cam and radio, I have a ball cap, I have a set of gloves, I have a watch. Really nice stuff, right? But if you're set and you like the way your Ultimate Backup spawns through EUP and you don't want to do any custom stuff and you're done with this tutorial video, I thank you so much for watching, and it definitely would help if you left a like on this video and provided some comments or feedback in the comment section below. And if you need any help, feel free to also post a comment, and I or some others will make sure to respond to you as soon as we can. But otherwise, if you're interested in watching the second part of this tutorial on how to customize your EUP Backup, then continue watching this video and let's get straight into it. Alright, so welcome to part 2 of this tutorial video where I show you how to customize your EUP Backup like I've explained at the very end of part 1 in this tutorial video. In this part 2 of the tutorial, I will be doing 2 different kinds of demonstrations. The first demonstration that I will do in this video is how to get your EUP Backup to spawn with different kinds of cars or spawn with a variety of vehicles that you have installed in your game. What you want to do is you want to go ahead and go to Open 4, and you want to open Grand Theft Auto 5, of course. And then you want to go to your mods folder, you want to go to Update, X64, DLC Packs, and go to one of the patch days, whichever you upload your vehicles to, or whichever you upload your vehicle mods to. And then I'm going to go to DLC.rpf, I'm going to go to X64, Levels, GTA 5, and Vehicles.rpf. What you want to do is install a set of vehicles that you would like to use for the department of your choosing. In this case, obviously we have seen the first 2 cars, that being the Ford Crown Victoria. And we've also seen the Chevrolet Tahoe, right? Now we saw these 2 spawn. These are the 2 main cars that BCSO will drive. But now I want to get BCSO to drive this. Oh, whoops, not that one. I want to get BCSO to drive this right over here. It's an unmarked Dodge Charger. And I also want to get BCSO to drive this right here. I want them to be able to drive that unmarked Dodge Charger and this unmarked Chevrolet Tahoe every time I request for them in Ultimate Backup. What you are going to do in this case is you are going to name the vehicles properly. I have named the unmarked Dodge Charger to FBI, and I have named the unmarked Tahoe to FBI 2. What you can do is just kind of minimize Open4 for now. What you're now going to do is you're going to go to your directory. Of course, we've led that earlier on how to get to that. What you're going to do is you're going to go to Plugins. You're going to go to LSPDFR. You're going to go to Ultimate Backup. And you are going to go to Default Regions and open it with Notepad++. So once you do that now, I'm just going to kind of guide you through what you need to look at. You will see that there's a lot, and I mean a lot of text in here. Where you really want to kind of start off is on line 89. So we're here on line 89, right over here, and this is where you want to start looking at everything below that. So we're looking at the categories, right? Let's kind of go through them really quick. This is Ultimate Backup, meaning that's the whole category of Ultimate Backup. We have Local Patrol, the whole category of Local Patrol, right? Then we have Los Santos City. Now, Los Santos City means I am now in the category of Los Santos City, which goes from here to here. You get that? Basically, this category starts here, and you can kind of see at the very bottom here, it kind of highlights on line 121 Los Santos City, meaning that the category goes from line 91 to line 121. But I don't want Los Santos City. I don't care about Los Santos City. I'm in this case trying to get BCSO. Let's go down one more. We have Los Santos County. Oh, would you look at that? Goes from line 122 to line 149. I don't really care about Los Santos County. Sorry, Los Santos County. I'm going to go down to Blaine County. Oh, here we are, Blaine County. Look at that. We are on line 150, and Blaine County goes all the way to line 177. So I found what I'm looking for. I found the department that I want to have different cars in. So as you can see, we are now in Blaine County's category. And if we go down one more line under line 150, we reach line 151, and then we go down to line 152. Now you will see that this is the vehicle section, and you can see that the vehicles category only goes from line 152 to line 155. Now, if we look in between these lines, we can see that we have a 50-50 chance between both Sheriff and Sheriff 2 whenever they spawn through Ultimate Backup. Now, what this means is that 50% of the time, we will see the Sheriff model spawn, meaning the Crown Victoria, and the other 50% of the time, we will see the Sheriff 2 spawn, meaning the 2013 Chevrolet Tahoe. Now, what if I wanted to use the other two cars? Well, here's how to do it. So if you copy one of these lines, literally, we'll copy actually, you know what, to make it easy, copy the first line. So you want to copy the first ever line of this vehicle line. So what you want to do now is you want to copy that line. So go ahead and click copy. And you want to make sure you highlight the whole line too. Don't just highlight the little section here. Highlight the whole entire line of 153. You want to make sure you get everything in there. Then what you want to do is go to the second line down before it reaches the end of the category. So you want to go to line 154, click enter, and then just do a few backspaces, and then click Control V. Now you could have done this little section here and then pasted it. It would have been easier too, but it's totally up to you. Now you can see that we have another duplicate of Sheriff, but I don't want Sheriff. This time I want to rename it to the model that I want to see in the game. Let's use the unmarked Dodge Charger, which is FBI, right? So I'm going to call it FBI. That is the model for the unmarked Dodge Charger. Then I want another vehicle, which is the Chevrolet Tahoe. What I want to do is go ahead and highlight this line again. In this case, I'll do the second part where I kind of just highlight that part and then copy it. And then click enter once more and then paste it, and look at that, I have another line including another vehicle, and in this case I want to name it from FBI to FBI 2. And now you're probably thinking, well, okay, how can you have 50% of the time spawning the Crown Victoria, 50% of the time spawning the 2013 Tahoe, 50% of the time spawning the FBI, and 50% of the time spawns FBI 2? How does that make any sense? It doesn't, because these percentages add up to 200%, right? The thing is you want to make sure these numbers in the vehicle category add up to 100%. So we're going to need to put this as 25. We're going to need to put this as also 25. We're going to need to put this chance at also 25. And same thing for this one, 25. But hopefully you see how that works. You need to make sure these numbers add up to 100%. And of course you have the different models. Once you have done that, you are pretty much done with the cars. These are pretty good. What you want to do is save the file, exit, and go ahead and launch the game, and we'll go ahead and see if that trick has worked. Alright, and once you load into game, you should be good to go. All you need to do is click F4, type Force Duty into the Rage console, click Enter, and then spawn into your EUP uniform, open the Ultimate Backup menu and request for a local patrol, and it may take about 1 to 2 times to kind of see how the changes have went, and you will notice in my changes, I finally have a unmarked Dodge Charger, as well as an unmarked Chevrolet Tahoe that you will see pretty soon, spawning into the game through the configuration that we just did. So hopefully this has helped you. If it has, I'm glad it did, and let me know if it has worked for you or not, and if it hasn't, I'll definitely try to provide some help, but that is the end of the first demonstration. We'll go and move on to the second demonstration now. Alright, welcome to the second demonstration of part 2 of this tutorial video, in which I will show you how to get your EUP backup to spawn with customizable equipment, such as custom-made body cams and radios, vests, belts, holsters, and customizable tops, and all of that kind of good stuff. So you installed some custom EUP equipment and you want the EUP backup to use it. So what you want to do first is, of course, install the custom-made equipment that you've downloaded off of LSPDFR.com, or that you've purchased, or that you've downloaded on Discord, wherever you got it from. Next, what you want to do is launch the game with GTA 5 through Rage plugin hook. Next, you will go in game and you will open the EUP menu. And what you're going to do is you're going to go to your character and spawn in your character just like this. And you're going to choose with any kind of uniform to start out with. In this case, throughout the whole tutorial, I have been using BCSO, so I will do just that using BCSO. And what you want to do now is you kind of want to go to the wardrobe right over here. And you want to click on create an outfit. And you basically want to take the time to kind of look over and see where you've installed your EUP equipment. And the next thing you want to do is you want to go ahead and click on the outfit that you've created. Make sure you name it as well. You want to go ahead and go to the outfit you've made, wear it, and then go to edit outfit. And the next thing you want to do is now you are in the outfit editor. Alright, what you kind of want to do is go ahead and take screenshots of this. So we're going to take screenshots from the name row all the way to shoes. So go ahead and take a screenshot. You can take a screenshot with Snipping Tool, with Steam, with Shadow Play, OBS. You can even record it for all you care. It doesn't really matter. Once you've done that, you want to make sure you go to everything underneath the shoes. And that would be right there, which you will get now accessories, undercoat, armor, decal, and top. And go ahead and take a screenshot of that as well. Once you've taken a screenshot of that, you are good to exit out of it. Do not delete your character. Of course, you don't want to do that, or delete the wardrobe thing you've made. And what you want to do now is exit out of the game, and I will see you outside of the game. Okay, and what you want to do now is you want to pull up your screenshots folder, in which I've pulled up mine because that's where we took or at least for me, that's where I took screenshots. Wherever you took your screenshots, you will have to find them. I'm just going to drag mine to my desktop for now for ease of access. And we're just going to go and open these 2 screenshots. They opened on my other monitors, so I do apologize if that's a little trippy if they didn't open for you. But what we're going to do is we're going to put them in the very top left corner. So I'm going to put the first one in the very top left corner. And then I want to zoom in on this by double clicking on it. And just kind of go here. The next thing I want to do is also put this one at the very bottom left. So that way it kind of goes hand in hand. And then now the next thing you want to open up is you want to find your default regions.xml file, which is in your GTA 5 directory. You want to now go to plugins. You want to go to LSPDFR. You want to go to Ultimate Backup. And you want to go to default regions, and as always, open it with the Notepad++, because we will be looking at a lot of line numbers. You will see that there's a lot, and I mean a lot of text in here. Where you really want to kind of start off is on line 89. So we're here on line 89, right over here, and this is where you want to start looking at everything below that. So we're looking at the categories, right? Let's kind of go through them really quick. This is ultimate backup, meaning that's the whole category of ultimate backup. We have local patrol, the whole category of local patrol, right? Then we have Los Santos City. Now, Los Santos City means I am now in the category of Los Santos City, which goes from here to here. You get that? Basically, this category starts here, and you can kind of see at the very bottom here, it kind of highlights on line 121, Los Santos City, meaning that the category goes from line 91 to line 121. But I don't want Los Santos City. I don't care about Los Santos City. I'm in this case trying to get BCSO. Let's go down one more. We have Los Santos County. Oh, would you look at that? Goes from line 122 to line 149. I don't really care about Los Santos County. Sorry, Los Santos County. I'm going to go down to Blaine County. Oh, here we are, Blaine County. Look at that. We are on line 150, and Blaine County goes all the way to line 179. Do you see how that works? It's basically a range of their line numbers. Now, we're going to go ahead and show you how to edit the EUP equipment that Ultimate Backup Peds will spawn in with. Now, if we look at these obviously look really confusing, right? But let your mind not be confused, because this is actually very easy. To kind of begin with, comp shirt is the upper skin. If we look at upper skin, we can notice that in this screenshot, upper skin for me is 152, but the upper skin in EUP for the Ultimate Backup guys, they'll spawn in with number 5, which is basically default. Now, I don't really want that. In this case, I want them to wear a different thing, which is wearing the gloves. So let's say if I wanted them to wear the gloves, I'm going to make the upper skin 152, right? Because I want it to match my upper skin. So we're going to make that 152. The next one over is comp pants, all right? Now, what you notice about this one is 26. Well, look at that. In the screenshot, the comp or the pants for EUP menu is also 26. So these numbers already match, so I don't need to mess with that. Now, comp hands is actually the parachute, meaning the badge that you wear. See the badge that I have on the uniform here? See that? That is what parachute is. Parachute in this case is number 55, which my BCSO deputies already wear. So comp hands is the badge, or known as parachute. The shoes is obviously the shoes, which is 52 in the first screenshot, and we can see that it's already 52, so I don't need to mess with that. Do you guys see how that works? If that's a little complicated, I will still try my best to explain it. This part of the tutorial is the most complicated, so I wouldn't blame you if you are complicated. You would need to watch this maybe a second or third time to get to understand this. Now, if we go to comp eyes is actually accessories. As weird as it sounds, if we go down to the second screenshot, we can actually see that in that accessories here is number 9, right? 9 out of 136. Well, if you look at comp eyes, which is basically accessories, that's already set to number 9, so I don't need to mess with that. Now, comp accessories, which should really be the last one, but it's not according to the code. If you go to comp accessories in this case is actually meant to be undercoat. Undercoat for the BCSO deputies is 39. But for me, undercoat is 57. You see that? So I don't want my BCSO deputies to wear undercoat number 39 out of 165. I want them to wear 57 out of 165. So I want to change this value to 57. The next thing I will then do is comp tasks. Now, what is comp tasks? Comp task is actually the armor. So in this case, my BCSO deputies for one of these lines is actually 1, so they won't wear any armor at all. In this case, they're probably going to wear just a regular radio or nothing at all. But in my armor, I want them to wear 22 because that will give me the body cam and radio. That's exactly what that will do. So I'm going to use number 22 for comp and tasks. Sorry, I can't say that. So you want to edit this number from 1 to 22 because I want them to wear the same armor as me, right? Now, comp shirt overlay is actually the top number, all right? So you can see that in my second screenshot, the top number for me is 191. So instead of 201, that's what my BCSO deputies wear. They wear number 201. I don't want them to wear number 201. I want them to wear 191. Now, the texture shirt overlay is something you don't really need to mess with. If you change this to any different value, you will not be able to get them to spawn in, let's say, see how this uniform is gray? If I change it to, let's say, 1, it will make them spawn in an LSPD shirt. I most certainly don't want that. In this case, I want them to keep the BCSO shirt. So make sure you keep your texture shirt overlay the way it is. Now, what is prop hats 14? It's obviously, it says it right there. It is actually the hats. Now, if we go to the very first screenshot, you will see the hats is 11. The hat number 14 in EUP is actually the campaign hat. I don't want my BCSO deputy to wear a campaign hat. I want them to wear a ball cap like the one I'm wearing. So in this case, I'm going to change that to 11 because that's exactly what I'm wearing. Now, the texture for the hats is something you'll have to manipulate with. In this case, I did not look at the texture for the hats, so I don't quite know what texture the hats are, but I believe, if I remember correctly, I think they are texture 4. I could be wrong, but they should be one of the textures regardless. Alright, so at this point, you can go ahead and save the file. We're going to go ahead and test it and see how it works. Now, 25% of the time, people will spawn with the EUP configuration that I have just made just now, but the other rest of the times, people will spawn with the default clothing. So let's go ahead and put that to the test with Ultimate Backup. I will see you guys in game. Like I said, if you have any questions about this, the comment section is exactly the place to go. Alright, so go in game, find an area to spawn in this case we'll do Blaine County, click F4 and type Force Duty. Then open the EUP menu, go to character and spawn in your character. After that, go to the wardrobe menu, which is located on the main menu of EUP, and spawn in your outfit that you've saved. After that, go to the designated area that your custom EUP backup would spawn in. Once you're there, open the Ultimate Backup menu and request for a local patrol unit. At this point, you should see the backup spawn with the custom EUP equipment. Of course, for us, that's the body cam and microphone, as well as the ball cap and the other equipment that we've also modified, and that's about it. You will notice that between all of the backup units that are here and myself, that only one of them replicates what I look like. And that is because we've only set a 25% chance for that kind of pet to spawn. So hopefully that kind of gives an idea of how that kind of works, along with how the chances work. So, aside from that, thank you all so much for watching. If this has not worked for you, please type a comment down below in the comment section. If this has worked for you, please do me a favor and hit that like button. And if you're new to the channel, definitely subscribe to the channel. And it would be very, very nice if you left a comment with some awesome feedback if this has worked for you, because I'd like to know if it's worked for you or not. And otherwise, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace out, guys, and take care.